Hello. Today is Friday, January 23rd, 2026, and it's pretty cold outside. Does that work? There we go. 22 degrees Fahrenheit in Oklahoma City. Um, that's pretty cold. It's calling for snow. A lot of cold weather coming our way. The snow is supposed to start here. It says basically right now. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go outside and see. Well, I'm not going to go outside, but I'm going to go look out the window and see if it's actually snowing or not. But it's supposed to snow basically for the next 2 days, starting now. If you have known me for any length of time, you know that I'm done with snow. I don't care for it. I don't enjoy it. I don't have any outdoor activities that I enjoy in cold weather. Maybe if I had grown up going skiing or snowboarding or snowmobiling or things of that nature, then maybe I might feel differently. But those were not part of my experience. And so most of my cold weather experience was shoveling and or snowblowing. Snowblowing wasn't quite as bad, as long as you're talking about like an actual snowblower that has some oomph to it and not one of those chintzy little ones that's only this wide and you can only like snowblow 1 inch at a time, or if it's any deeper than an inch, it just doesn't work. So yeah, I'm done with snow. I'm not looking forward to it at all, and I kind of laugh to myself whenever folks around me here are like, "It's gonna snow! I'm so excited!" And it's okay. I try not to put them down or discourage them. Let them have their fun. They don't get a lot of snow here. So, it reminds me of, it was a number of years ago. It was back in, I want to say, it was probably still 2006. And I had just started teaching at Bethany Christian School it was in Tempe, Arizona. Sadly, the school doesn't exist anymore, but I was a brand new first year teacher, first and only year, unfortunately. But there was one day I came into school, the skies are already gray, and by probably 11 o'clock in the morning, noon, it starts to rain. And not just like a little bit of rain, but a lot of rain. And there were huge puddles everywhere. To me, it was no big deal, because where I grew up, it rained all the time. Kind of like the snow. I didn't really care for the snow. I didn't really care for the rain. Now, folks in Arizona, they did not take rain for granted. They didn't get hardly any of it. Here in Oklahoma, yeah, we get quite a bit of rain, but not a lot of snow. Anyway, I'm just drawing a parallel, right? People here get excited about snow. People in Arizona get excited about rain. And I guess if I put it this way, I was blessed to be in a place that had an abundance of water. So I guess I took it for granted, maybe a bit more than I should have. So I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of talking myself into making sure that I don't put others down for their excitement over precipitation. So if you're excited about the snow this weekend, okay, go out and have some fun. Go sledding, go do a donut in the parking lot, whatever you got to do. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about today. I'm about 7 or 8 days into these daily vlogs, and today I have a question for you. I have a request, rather. One of the things that I want to do this year is increase the number of daily steps that I take. And whether you measure it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, that isn't really what's important. But I want to increase the amount of walking that I do for the purpose of becoming a healthier person. And last year, my goal was to hit about 2 million steps, and I fell short of that. I was around 1.8 million, which might sound like a lot, but it's not as much as you'd think. For a person that's my age, I should be, the people that know, they will say that a person my age should take about 10,000 steps per day. I'm not anywhere close to that right now. My job has me sitting at a desk all day long, and then the things that I do for fun after work are usually sitting at a desk. So it's not a great mix, right? So I need to be intentional about introducing time of exercise and walking and doing things that I know are important for maintaining my health. And one of those things is to increase my steps. So in order to hit 2 million steps, 2 million that is still less than 10,000 steps a day. It's like 8,500, something like that. You can do the math. So, and I have done some math, right? If I do 10,000 per day, 365 days of the year, that will put me at about, I think it's about 2.5 million steps. So, I mean, that would be great, but I'm trying to be realistic and realizing that I need to not aim for that ultimate goal quite yet, but kind of come up with an incremental plan to help me get there. So I turned to one of my robot friends and asked it to create for me a plan that would help me increment the number of steps that I take each week in order to build up towards this ultimate goal. And right now I should be at around 5,300 steps or so for this week. And I think by the end of January, it was saying, be about 5,600. So still kind of on the low side, but each week build up a little bit more. So my first confession is that I haven't really intentionally started this process yet, and I need to do it. I need to do it right away. The reason I'm coming to you with this is I would like to ask for some accountability, and I want you to ask me how I'm doing and ask me how many steps I've got this week or what my plan is to reach my goal for the week or for the month. So, from day to day, there's a lot that's going on, right? And it may be that I miss a couple days, but the plan needs to be such that I account for that, so that on the days that I can do more walking, that I need to be a little bit more intentional about upping my game those days. So if you can help me out with that, that would be great. If you're all about the snow, go out, have some fun, make a snowman. If you'd rather sit inside and curl up with a hot beverage and read a book or watch a movie or listen to an audiobook, I encourage that. Do that. In any case, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh my gosh. About ripped my computer off the desk.